an example that just came up last night, and this is so perfectly timed. I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning to do sadhana, which is not my natural inclination. And last night, my dad texted me very last minute, can you pick us up from the train station at 9:20 p.m.? So I turned to my husband and I said, can you pick up my parents from the train station at 9:20 p.m. because I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning. And seeing the whole time, the universe has asked me to do something. My father has asked me to come pick him up from the train station, and am I gonna do it or not? And then, no, my husband's always awake anyway at this time of night, so I'm gonna ask him to do it because I must be up at 4:30 to do my sadhana. And so, can you speak a little bit more to this balance? Because the inclination was, no, I must show my sincerity, all the while recognizing the opportunity I was letting pass me by to not focus on myself and do something for somebody else. And yet that was the choice I ended up making.
I don't know what I can tell you. I mean, it's both things, you know. It's it's a persistent sincerity and a soft and supple acceptance. And just know that these things can coexist without seeming to be antithetical. But I know they do seem in opposition. Maybe just as a matter of practicality, reluctantly I'll share this. Make your own plan. And commit to it. And don't let your moods dictate whether or not you do what you've committed to do. Don't let I don't feel like it win. I suggest that when you make your plan, have the bare minimum plan. So you get the flu, and the alarm goes off at 4:30. Put your feet instantly on the floor. And then put them right back under the covers. Have some minimum thing. Or you wake up with a cold. Do 3 sun salutations. Scrape your tongue, brush your teeth, go back to bed. You know, have some plan. What you want to overcome is your fickle mind continuing to dictate what you do. This isn't a criticism, it's just the state of being, of this is the predicament, this is the bind. You know, it doesn't mean anything about any of you. And when it comes to developing your own practice, sustained, persistent practice is so much more important than being a hero in your own mind for 4 days and then not doing it again. Like the world is with New Year's resolutions, you know? So, but you also want to be rigid and inflexible, and at the same time you want to be flexible and supple and accommodating. You just hold the truth, the discipline in one hand, and in the other, compassion, love, accommodating, accepting. And you are in the middle, always adapting and adjusting. But you don't take your eye off. You don't take your eye from your drishti. In sailing a boat, the winds shift. And one day the wind can be behind you and you can go straight toward your drishti, to your destination, your single-pointed focus. Other days it's coming at an angle and you can go faster, directly toward. This is called a beam reach. And some days the wind is coming straight from drishti and you have to tack in a close reach, back and forth. Oh, this is how it is. Even when the wind is coming directly at you, you still know where you're going. And I won't tell you there's a right or a wrong answer in how you dealt with your parents coming into the train station. There's just not. You didn't get it right and you didn't get it wrong. But if you pay attention, this is what's important. In so many practices, you can become a good spiritual practitioner. This is not my desire for you at all. I want you to be free and happy. And that isn't, a suggestion that you be sloppy and willy-nilly, and glom onto the same kind of happiness that the world is. No, it won't do, Totally insufficient now. To thine own self be true. And just be very aware of who that thine own self is in that moment. And is it one who is locked into the drishti? Or is it one who's been distracted and pulled away by outer circumstance or inner circumstance? This is very frustrating for the ego. Huh? But I tell you, there's no way for you to get this right. And so, if it's true, then there's no way for you to get it wrong. The mind hates this. And at the same time, there is right and wrong, and there is good and bad in your sadhana, in your practice, and you know what it is. You ever want to know what you think you ought to be doing that you're not, or what you're doing that you think you ought not? You sit still and ask. You'll know immediately. And this is what it means to be true to yourself. To not continue to do the things that you know won't bring you the happiness that you're seeking, or to not do the things that you know will bring you to the happiness you seek. I think really, truly, a true spiritual teaching will never tell you what to do.